Now playing in theaters and available from tomorrow on Netflix, this marks Zack Snyder's return to the zombie genre after Zack Snyder's feature debut, Dawn of the Dead, starring Bautista. This is my review of Army of the Dead. Following a zombie outbreak in Las Vegas, a group of mercenaries take the ultimate gamble as they venture into the quarantine zone to pull off the greatest heist ever attempted. But before I dive into my thoughts, I want to know what you think of Army of the Dead. If you were lucky enough to see it in theaters, if you're excited to see it tomorrow on Netflix, let me know in the comments below. Start the conversation. It's the most important part. And while you're down there, consider clicking the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. It does wonders to get my content out there, and you'll always be aware of whenever I upload more great content. Coming into this film, I was semi-excited because I'm a huge fan of Zack Snyder as the director. I like Dawn of the Dead very much, and I'm a big fan of Bautista ever since his wrestling days. However, I am very tired of the zombie genre. I have been for a long while at this point. Apart from Train to Busan, there's really nothing zombie that appeals to me. But Zack Snyder really brings something fresh to the genre. He creates this whole zombie mythology in this movie. He creates a hierarchy, a political power of sorts. There are your cliched zombies, slow, don't move too much at all. Then there are some like in World War Z or 28 Days Later that run around and just charge at you. But then there are smart zombies. Zombies that command others around them, and where Zack nails this concept of creating this whole new mythology is with his main zombie, which I'm not going to get into details, but there's something really cool and actually kind of compelling going on with this zombie, and I think it's really fun. He wears a mask so people cannot shoot him in the head, and that's really smart, so I really like what Zack added to this very tired genre. Just a mix of a heist film with a zombie movie is very refreshing. It gives the whole film a refreshing feel. The setting is very unique with just Vegas being quarantined off with all the zombies inside. The whole film feels fresh despite at first glance being very familiar. And of course, like most movies, Zack Snyder has lots of action sequences and they are super fun to watch in this film. This is not a film with layers and hidden meanings, but it's a film that is just there to deliver in fun, and it does it. Zack Snyder also served as cinematographer. He co-wrote the film, and some of the action sequences that they came up with and how Zack decided to shoot them are extremely fun to watch. The tension is also on a high constantly from the beginning, and I really like how they keep escalating tension with these chess pieces kind of moving across the board, and the setup for all these elements is very well done. The film establishes these elements when it comes to the story, the mythology, and how they come together, and in time it starts pushing them to have some impact on the story. The entire cast is also really fun. The character dynamics going at play are so funny at points. The way they injected comedy into this film through character interactions is some of the best parts of this film. And Bautista as our lead, I'm very happy to see him as a lead in a film, and he does a great job. He actually has a lot to play with in this film. He's got this story with a daughter, and that story was actually quite compelling. I really like what they did with his story, with the daughter's story. Ella Purnell, who also does a great job. So even though it's very much a blockbuster, a summer action fun and funny movie, it actually has enough compelling elements in it for you to grab a hold of something throughout the film. And Zack Snyder's direction cannot be understated in this. Just how he brings you into this world, the opening sequence, the prologue before the film actually kicks in, it's just really great stuff on how he introduces and builds the world through his opening credits, just showing you in epic scope and scale how these characters started, how they reacted to this major outbreak event, and how they come together for this one mission. Just the setup of this film, how we get the building blocks ready for the story to kick in, is extremely well done. As far as issues are concerned, I think the film falls a lot into zombie genre familiar cliches, where we have these great characters, great character interactions. I think they're cut off at points in favor of satisfying that zombie genre fan craving, which I understand and I'm sure a lot of you will enjoy. To me, it just rubbed me the wrong way in some points. I also didn't quite like the ending of this film, more specifically the final scene. There's a moment where the film supposedly ends and I was like, fun. I really like that. Then there's like an extended 10-minute scene, which in its entirety it's sus, because you keep questioning, why is this scene happening? Why is the scene keeping on going? What is going on? Why does this matter? And then you can easily predict what is going to happen. Apart from that, those few sour moments that I had, this is just a really enjoyable, really fun action film. Lots of guts, lots of gore, lots of blood, a brand new mythology to zombies that I really enjoy. I didn't even talk about the zombie tiger, who has a name, which is fucking awesome. If you're a fan of the zombie genre, you're going to love Army of the Dead. Even if you're not, I think there's enough here for you and for Zack Snyder fans as well. I'm giving Army of the Dead a B. Now, what did you think of Army of the Dead? Let me know in the comments below. Start the conversation. It's the most important part. And if you watched the video this far but still haven't subscribed, consider clicking the button below. It helps me a lot. It helps the channel. And you'll always be aware of whenever I upload more great content. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best. Stay tuned for more reviews for Shaman King episode 8 tomorrow and many more to come very soon. I hope to see you in those. So until the next one, love each other and love the movies.